Hello everyone, welcome to SJ Talks. This is your host Adya, and today's guest is Mr. V V Subba Raju, an award-winning cybersecurity leader and a global CISO with years of experience in obviously cybersecurity, data security, technology as well as risk management. He is known to work with organizations throughout his years of journey and help them build resilience, security as well as help them adapt to the ever-changing technology that is happening in the market. He is known to establish a very strong connection between both business leadership as well as cybersecurity and show that security is not just technology but it's also about gaining trust, long-term growth and overall security in the entire field. So let's welcome our guest, Mr. Subba Raju.
Yeah, thanks for having me here.
Thank you, sir. It's been a great pleasure. Thank you for, investing your time and coming all the way here.
Thanks for having me.
So, cybersecurity, it was not something that was popular long ago. It's a field that emerged recently or, people have become aware of it recently. So, when do you think cybersecurity as a field has become popular?
Well, cybersecurity was there in the market since so long, 30, 40 years ago onwards. But during the, I would say, the 60s and 70s, it was more into the kind of the ARPANET model, okay? Where later in the 80s and 90s, then the cybersecurity got started, evolving, and people getting more, cautious about this, kind of security aspects. So later, the next decade, in 2000 and later onwards, so people are more become more aware on the cybersecurity aspects because of the more threats which were happening in the globe. So not only on the enterprise sector, but it's on the other sector also, including the national security as well, and the critical infrastructure security. So these are the various fields the cybersecurity got emerged.
Okay.
And later on, that for the past few years, the AI is evolving anyways. Okay? So with this, so every enterprise or every organization or every government sector started working towards securing their own infrastructure and the data and data privacy as well. Yeah.
So how long has it been, since you started your journey in cybersecurity?
Well, my journey started with the Indian Air Force career.
Okay.
Wow. So I joined in almost in year 1990.
Okay.
So when we started working in the Indian Air Force, that now we have the security embedded into it. It's not like we need to work towards the cybersecurity because already the security is embedded into our day-to-day work life.
Mm-hmm.
So there we participated in I would say the multiple operations, and I worked in most of the areas in India and also in Bhutan.
Okay.
For the Air Force activities. And when we are doing the operations Vijay and kind of thing, the Kargil, you must be aware, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So that where it was got got into my mindset and my blood itself, yes, the security is very much required, not only for the national the integrity, also for the people life as well.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where my journey has started into that.
Okay.
But I left the Indian Air Force after serving for 16 years in 2006.
Okay.
Then I joined the corporate world. For the past 20 years, I went to the corporate world.
Okay.
So sooner or the later, when I joined into the IT operations area. Later, so though it was an IT operations, so it was made me understand that yes, the cybersecurity is very well, it is required to, secure the customer data, client data, our own employee data, okay, and the business data, okay.
Yes.
So all these things. So that's where I started, the keying in more interesting aspects on the security aspects.
Yes.
And then while I changing over my organizations because of whatever the reasons it is, so started pitching into the cybersecurity and more alignment towards the business, more alignment towards the resilience, more alignment towards developing the people culture towards the cybersecurity. Okay. That's where my journey started.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so fascinating how you worked into completely different fields, right? So, was it difficult shifting from one extreme area of work to another because they're complete contrast? How did that transition feel?
Yes, it is. It's not so easy to shift from the services background to a corporate or civil background here itself, because there we have a lot of discipline, a lot of processes, a lot of procedures, a lot of step by step, the implementation structure, so everything. But in the corporate world, we have a little bit difficult to the see the people's culture inclined towards their respective job role, whatever they have. Okay, it took some time for me to reconstruct from my side to accommodate into the corporate world. But however, the basics are very, very strong. So the discipline which was brought me from the day one, so it made me evolve into the new journeys and new challenges. And I'm more curious about the continuous learning aspects. So that also made me evolve into the newer outcomes. That's how the journey has been started. But it was not so easy to shift over from military to
And everyone has a journey, right? And yours has been a huge journey. So what is that one thing that always kept you motivated and gave you the fascination of moving forward?
See, I would say that now the security always evolving. Okay, it's not like 9 to 5 job what you do, unless and you have some passion, interest, and you keep yourself motivated into learning the new technologies, learning the new threats which is coming into the market. Okay, how do you protect it from the organization, from the threat landscape, attack surface management, and how do you build the resiliency? Because security is not only, I would say, about your firewalls and your technology. It's about building trust between the business and your customers. Building resilience within the people and the processes. And building the business enablement. Security should not become a bottleneck for the organizations to think about it. So that's where, when we have the continuous learning capability and zeal to learn new things and all, so that's where my motivation started, and I motivate myself on daily basis or on a monthly basis to learn something and the new technology or the new area. Read some articles. Nowadays the information is everywhere. How much information your mindset can grab it, that's where you can pitch in and become a good leader.
And everyone has certain difficulties that they face in their journey. So what is one such setback that you faced that made you question the path that you were in, or foresay something like that?
See, challenges are there in every field and every organization. So one, I would say that the cultural differences when we change from my the mindset from the military background or Air Force background to our corporate world. The people culture is one of the major area which we need to, it was putting me a setback to understand the people, understand the people's culture, understand the people culture towards the discipline, towards the integrity, towards the the security aspects. So that's where I started mentoring the people, counseling the people. So what is best, and today what you are thinking may not be the best for the organization or for your own integrity or your own data or the employee data, customer data. Then we started, people started realizing to those elements and started working towards it. Now they are in very good positions in different areas.
But this is also a very important field wherein one small mistake can cause huge consequences, because it's all about security and information is stored everywhere online. So do you think that's true, wherein one small mistake in this field can have really huge consequences?
Yeah, that depends upon where the guys are doing the mistake. Okay. Someone says that I'll take a simple example. Someone says that the server is down, for example. Okay, that doesn't mean that only the server, bringing up the server is solving your challenges. The back end, what are the applications connected to the server, what business is running on these particular applications, how much revenue is lost, how much business trust we are going to rebuild. So those are the elements you need to consider from the back end. That's where one small mistake also can cause the lateral movements and lateral impact of the other areas. That's where the people like me and then a team who is working on the cybersecurity area, they build resilience, they build business continuity. It's not about, one thing I would say that no, security is not 100% whatever you put across the controls or places, but how fast you can come out from the any kind of attack which is happening, or any kind of, the business threats which are, business risks which are happening. So how fast you become like, the resilient towards it, to bring up your own system to serve your customers or serve the nation or kind of thing. That makes the lot of change in that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, and another thing is, like you said, it's about identifying fast, which affects what, how much, right? And you've been working in organizations and businesses, helping risk management, through your platform. So, how do you know when a particular organization is under risk?
See, that depends upon the business what they're running in.
Okay.
Okay. Nowadays, digital footprint is everywhere.
Everywhere.
Okay. How and where which is required, and are we allowing by practicing the minimal data minimization policy or the procedures what we follow in the global market. So that's where we do the gap analysis initially. Whenever we join the organization, we do the initial understanding of the security posture.
Okay.
By understanding what controls they have deployed technically.
Okay.
And from the people per se, we'll understand what kind of, the culture people are carrying, and the leadership, what is the understanding towards the security within the leadership team. Okay. So from there, we start doing the gap analysis based on the business. It's not like, every business cannot have the similar kind of gap. So it depends upon the nature of business what they do.
Yes.
So based on that gap analysis, we start, putting across the additional controls which are required by understanding the market trend in that particular area. And that's how we, implement
Okay.
step by step.
Okay.
Include into the culture also will get implemented.
And as you said, digital footprint is everywhere, literally now. Do you think people have become too comfortable, sharing their own security or their own privacy just for comfort or for their own convenience? Because if you see people post whatever they want on social media without any filter, and sometimes you see personal information coming out without people's own consent or awareness. So how do you think that has affected people, and do you think we as people have become too comfortable sharing things on this platform?
See, that is true to the fact, because you all are Gen Z kids. I know that now how fascinated you guys are with social media and this kind of aspects. But from the society standpoint, if I look at it, yes, people are becoming like, they wanted to become more comfortable and convenient, rather than filtering what they are trying to put across in the digital the media. But they need to have more cautious first thing before they get into the digital footprint, because they may think that today I posted something on the social media, maybe later, 1 year later or 2 years later, get deleted automatically. But no, digital footprint are very, very useful for the people who are doing in this particular business. They are retrievable, they are traceable, they can be used for multiple trainings. Okay, so I'll just send simple one example I'll tell. One of the recent the social engineering attack which is happening. Like,
can you give a bit description of what that means, the social engineering attack?
Yeah, social engineering means something like people play with their emotions.
Okay.
Okay, in the sense like some attackers, they are not trying to infiltrate into your technology nowadays. Okay, they're trying to play with your emotions.
Okay.
Play with your requirements, greed.
Okay.
And creating the urgency. Okay. And simple scenario, if you're going on a road, or you're standing in a mall somewhere, okay, and some middle-aged man and coming to you and saying that I was not able to operate my transaction.
Okay.
So can you help me with my phone where it is transaction enabled? What do you guys generally do? You try to help.
Yeah.
And you will ask some questions, where this is, where that is.
Yeah.
And you will put the other guy's phone in front of you, right? So in fact, there are some softwares which are like, your audio is getting recorded back in.
Okay.
And your face recognition is happening.
Okay.
Your iris is getting captured. Okay. So literally you are giving your digital clone to your unknown person.
Oh, okay.
So that digital clone can do,
it can replicate
so many bad things.
Yeah.
If it is not used in the right way.
Yeah.
that's how the people started, the attackers, or you can say the hackers, they started getting into the people's life. Instead of
Okay.
getting into the technology, they're coming into the people life. From there, they're
Yeah.
capturing the entire technology, what the
Okay.
people are using it. That's how it has been, happening. So I would ask or urge to the society or the team who are working on this particular, the social media aspects, they need to be more cautious, apply whatever the filters they can, and use your privacy settings.
Yes.
Okay.
This is the first time I heard about something like that, and honestly, it's quite scary because it's just happening in front of you and you don't know also.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, and there are different forms of cybersecurity threats. What are certain threats that you think people should take more seriously, or are taken very lightly?
See, for the corporate, there is a different, the sector of the threats where the people need to think about it. But for the general society, yeah, I just explained about the social engineering, which is the most dangerous one,
Okay.
and especially during I would say any kind of festivals, occasions, okay, and you can say the New Year's, birthdays, anniversaries, and all this stuff. People used to send across a lot of gifts. Okay, gifts not coming from your own friends and all.
Okay.
Wherever you do a shopping, for example, they capture your mobile number.
Yes. Yes.
From there, they can print out your biodata from the backend.
Okay.
From there, they start sending the short links to access for any kind of the gifts and all.
Okay.
But you never know which link is,
Which is
legitimate, which
credible.
link is not legitimate. Okay.
Yes.
So that's kind of, the phishing is the one
Okay.
broader category where you can say that people should be more aware of.
Okay.
So smishing through the SMS, people started giving the short links.
Yeah.
Wishing over the voice calls.
Yeah.
Okay. Pretend to be some, XYZ and
Okay.
ask you to share 1, 2, 3, 4 details.
Yeah.
So that's where people should be more aware of the social engineering threats and attacks.
Okay.
One is the phishing. One is the common area of you try to help someone, but you are giving your digital footprint to others.
Yes.
So you just need to be very careful
Okay.
to whom you're speaking with and whom you're handing over your data.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you told corporate section also has certain threats that they have to look out for. Can you just brief us, very smallly about what they can be?
See, from the corporate, broadly, if you can categorize internal threat and external threats.
Okay.
Okay. So external threats are very easy to identify.
Okay.
At least because something is coming from the external attack surface management area.
Okay.
So something will go down automatically. Some ransomware attack will happen. That will, at least you will come to know, maybe reactively. If you need to have identify proactively, there are some tools and techniques where the people use
Okay.
to identify their behavior, their analysis and correlation between the current trend of the people joining into the organization, and they look back the several years of data.
Okay.
There are some tools and techniques where the people use, so that can be detected and contained before it gets into organization.
Okay.
But for the internal threats, where it's more very dangerous,
Okay.
because you never know who created what kind of rule to exfiltrate or infiltrate into the system. That's where we need to bring the cultural awareness within the team, or you can say within the corporate.
Okay.
Okay, so awareness is the best way of getting it done.
Yeah.
Okay, there are some tools to identify the internal threats also, but at the same time, if you put across more tools and techniques to identify the people, then people will lose trust on the company that they're getting more monitored, which may be again one of the privacy violation aspect.
Yes.
According to our new
Okay.
DPDP Act, Digital Personal Data Protection Act.
Okay.
Okay.
As you said, companies face internal threats, right? Did you ever, face an internal threat while you were working with a company?
Yes, of course.
Can you share
We
one such
realized
story?
in one of the organization where I was working, all of a sudden the network started, I can say ports are getting blocked in the switch,
Okay.
where those ports are connected to the customer network.
Okay.
Okay. Then we identified why it is the more traffic is generating towards that particular specific port.
Okay.
Okay. Then we identified that someone from our internal team who started putting the more request to that particular aspect. Then we have to start working on that and put across the limitation towards that. So any internal request should not cross beyond 20 at the same time or
Okay.
something like that. So that limitations become based on the switch or the whatever the equipment we have. Then we have contained it.
Okay.
But we identified that from which IP that's getting triggered, and that IP is assigned to which workstation and then to the user or employee. So he was unknowingly doing it. He was
Okay.
trying to get some information from the the customer. He's trying to access through that port, so that is not returning that information, but he was continuously pushing the request.
Ah, okay.
So that's where
Okay.
the limiting has to be configured at that point of time.
Yeah.
So like this level, several aspects.
Okay.
Okay.
And like you said, right now technology is also evolving a lot, right? I mean, technology before was not as strong as it is now, and in the future it'll probably become more stronger. Do you think people are actually adapting to it right now?
See, technology already evolved. Okay, it's not in the future.
Yeah.
The future will be something different,
Yeah.
which you cannot even predict today,
Yeah.
as today's time. People started, today's employees, or you can say the Gen Z kids, and then they started adopting to the new technology. They started adopting to the new technology. But there, one thing I would say that the basics are very important before getting into the application layer, or I would say the technology layer. So they already started working towards the new applications, new tools, new techniques. So earlier, the things are like when you need to do some work, I would say there is a process to do it.
Okay.
Okay. Nowadays, people are thinking, what is the objective of doing that work?
Okay.
Okay. If it is to be generate XYZ result, no matter how I do, you're getting the result. But at the back end, it may look like in a small, for instance, it may look like, okay, he's getting the results, good. But the long-term solution, if you look at it, that will create a lot of, the back-end challenges.
Okay.
Okay. Today, if someone is asked to write a code to solve the problem, people are using so many,
AI tools.
Gen AI tools.
Yeah.
Okay. But the code can be written in 10 lines if you're using direct human brain and then understanding with your experience.
Okay.
But Gen AI can generate 100 lines of the code.
Yeah.
Okay. So that increases the computing power. That
Okay.
increases the memory.
Okay.
That increases the hardware cost.
Okay.
That increases so many costs at the back end.
Okay.
For the long run, if you look at after 5 years or 10 years, if you look at the code, then it will be like very huge to deal with.
Okay.
That's where the the technology evolving, and people are also started looking into it. But you should also do some kind of reverse engineering to understand that why this Gen AI content is generating
Okay.
this much length of code.
Okay. And as you said, AI, right? I mean, it's taking such a huge toll right now. I think on every single field that is there, it's playing a major role. How do you think AI is helping cybersecurity as a whole?
See, AI is helping in all the aspects, not only in the cybersecurity
Yeah.
way. Healthcare especially
Yeah,
was
that's why it's
evolved.
helping in different fields.
Yeah, it was evolved like anything, like you can't even imagine where it can do. But in the cybersecurity also, it is helping now in proactive threat hunting.
Okay.
Okay, very very proactive. So identify the anomalies, identify the behavior,
Okay.
identify the pattern. Okay, so it is, if you start using it in a right manner, you can always, like I would say that you can minimize the lot of attacks coming out from through the AI itself. Okay, or you can say the DOS attack, very famous DOS attack and DDoS attacks.
Okay.
Denial of service, distributed denial of service attacks. Those are now people are using the AI to generate the DDoS.
Okay.
Now, as a security enabler, we should know how to prevent that kind of DDoS happening, again using the same AI.
Okay.
Okay, that's where you can use it in a both ways, but use it in a reasonable way. Yeah.
Okay. And your journey has been going on for so long, right? What is that one value you still carry with you, like your main value?
See, I would say that integrity,
Okay.
because this is most important in any cybersecurity leaders, the life journey. No matter technology changes, no matter the control changes, no matter the AI changes the world and all, but you need to keep the integrity. You should have that kind of the potential to speak in front of your leadership team or your co-workers even though something is very, very bitter to hear about it. When
Okay.
you're talking about the risk, elements within the organization, then you should speak with that integrity. Yes, this is causing this is problem to our business.
Okay.
You should be able to speak that, with that integrity. So that's where very, very important.
Okay, so integrity is something that you carry with you, like
Yes.
throughout your journey.
Yes.
And also because your journey has been so long, and because you've been in cybersecurity and the Air Force field, do you think your journey has changed the way you trust people, trust social media, or how has your leadership style changed throughout the years?
See, my leadership journey, the initial days, I was thinking in my mindset, no, leadership is to have answers to every question.
Okay.
Whenever something happening within the group of people, some discussion is happening about what is the solution to this.
Okay.
So providing answers to each and every question, I was thinking that's the leadership,
Okay.
but that was wrong. Over the period of time, I learned about leadership is about enabling the people, not by doing your own, involving into each and every technical error. Enabling the people, create resilience infrastructure, resilient people, okay, and give them the job, delegate the work. And when we say that, when especially I say that, no, let us do it together, evaluate this one, then I become a strong leader.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how about the way you trust people and trust media or online platforms as a whole?
See, the trust factor, digital trust is different, first thing.
Yeah.
Okay. As far as the digital trust is concerned, I take care when I need to add anything to the social media platform
Okay.
for myself. Okay. So, but nowadays, the less you digital footprint you have on the social media, the more you are safer
Okay.
getting attacked from the
Okay.
digital media.
Yes.
That's what I can say it,
Okay.
now. Yes.
Okay. And because you've been working like for so long, it probably does get stressful in like certain instances, right? So who are you outside your work? What are the other things you like doing for say hobbies?
See, it's kind of, the cybersecurity role is more about learning new things on a daily basis. It's not about you build your, career based on your professional, aspect only. Okay. When you become success, not only because of your professional career, but you need to keep yourself, physically fit. And you need to do certain activities, mix with the people, collaborate with the society, participate in meetings, participate with your colleagues, okay, build their relationships there, okay. That's how I engage my the weekends, or you can say the leisure time, to mix with the people,
Okay.
develop new skills,
Okay.
participate in the events,
Okay.
go and meet your friends, okay, and go to your the workouts.
Yeah.
So those are very important.
Okay. So overall, just networking and keeping yourself first whenever you have free time
Yeah,
is what is exactly important,
that's what.
right?
Yeah.
And what is one life advice that you would give to people like from your own journey?
So nowadays people, Gen Z kids are giving advices to everyone.
Yeah.
Okay. So in that area, if you ask me, people should focus more on, I would say, the growth rather than, I would say, the fast results.
Okay.
Okay. Nowadays, success comes very fast. People get, so much famous. Okay. But you should put concentration on not becoming a famous, but you should leave your legacy towards your, your team or your people behind you. Okay. So getting famous is nowadays using of any AI tool and generating, and it will
Yeah.
get me so viral, and then you'll become famous. But how long that gets continue?
Yeah.
Any person who become a so viral because of any of the social media post, how many people are remembering for the same person for the next 10 years?
No one. Yes.
Right? For that instance only.
Yeah.
But the people who professionally bring out their success, from the step by step, enabling the people and making understanding about the cybersecurity culture, and then because this it's a long run. It's not kind of the sprint. It's a marathon.
Yes.
So the success comes from that area. Look at the backside. I mean, where were you in the past? You can say 5 years before, and where were you now? What was your team doing before your 5 years? Now where are they? Okay, that's where you feel proud of it.
Okay, so in the end, it's all about sustainability also in growth, right? And as a final question, what is your most proud moment of your journey that, this is mine? I mean, you probably have a lot, so you can tell those also.
When I look back and see my journey into this particular area, I look at my people wherever I nurtured, and then see where they are standing about it. Okay. Now, one of my the colleague, or can say my team member, who is settled in Malaysia, keep sending the messages and connected. So like that, one of the other person who is in US in a big, I would say that the Fortune 100 companies.
Wow.
So when I look at their success, I feel myself very proud by looking at my teammates getting the promoted, and then getting their life journey successfully leading. Okay, so I feel very proud. I mean, like these moments are quite often for me because my team is always doing the best things. Okay, so that's where I would say that from the corporate field. For the defense sector, yes, there are mentors for me, and because of their nurturing and their can say the discipline what I absorbed from those the great gentlemen. So that's the proud moment. So I can say that, but we carry that legacy as well. That integrity, the discipline. First, you need to trust yourself. Okay, be true to yourself. Okay, then you can take any other next steps.
Yeah,
that's the proud moments.
Would you mind me asking you to share a story from your defense sector of work, one small incident, or
Well, I will not get into deep about it because it's due to some
confidentiality and everything.
restrictions. So when we are working in the I would say the Operation Vijay. Or you can say the one of the operations. Okay. We were asked to prepare some kind of the presentations, or you can say the reports for the flying team. Okay. So we have prepared, and some time back you were referring to one small mistake can lead to the major complications, right?
Yes.
So there is one number was wrong.
Oh, okay.
One digit was wrong, which has caused the instead of our fighters, or you can say our guys, I would say destroying the enemy target.
Okay.
So they put across some open area. Okay. It was not on the enemy target, it was on the open area. So this is the wastage of the national the budget.
Yes.
Because that costs so much of war itself is cost so much. Okay. So that's the one of the I would say that small example. Otherwise, so many incidents in that way that we keep facing, and then we learned so many things how to face those situations, and then those areas.
And as a final question, what are your future goals? Is there anything you're still wanting to achieve?
Well, so far what we have done so far is one of the life journey, but I would say that this cybersecurity area doesn't have a full stop. Okay, it keeps evolving. They keep mentoring the people, keep serving the country, and give your 2 cents of whatever you can do to the society, and then educate the people, educate the society, share the knowledge. Okay, so most of the areas I have seen that the people keeping themselves is
in a box.
They create the kind of the box area kind of thing. Yeah, right. Think out of the box, share your knowledge, spread the knowledge, spread the awareness. So these are all the areas I will be focusing on the next the few areas. Yeah.
Thank you so much, sir. I think listening to your journey, it has been so beautiful, the transformation and the way you evolved, and also, the plans for the future. So, thank you so much for sparing your time and coming all the way here to give us this piece of beautiful information. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Obliged. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, guys. That's it for today's podcast. For more such content, like, share, and subscribe to SJ Talks. We are saying this during this podcast because it truly makes a difference. So many of you people have been watching SJ Talks, which we are very, very grateful for, but so many of you haven't subscribed yet. And in this episode or in any of our previous episodes, if any piece of content connected to you made you think differently, offered you a different perspective, or maybe, even just kept you entertained, please do support us, because behind every piece of content that we create, every piece of information that we put out, or every story of people we share, there's a huge team of hardworking people with extreme passion, dedication, working towards giving you or providing you with this goal. So, we would really appreciate if you could like, share, and subscribe to our channel so we can put out more such content. And for all those people who have been part of this journey with us already, thank you so much. And for those people who are going to come in right now, welcome to SJ Talks family.